G'day here, Finru. How you doing? So what I've done today in my brew process is I've just kegged, amongst other things. I've made a couple of videos today, but I've just kegged the Panic Attack, and that's just my basic. You've heard about it before, but this one is a wee bit different. Well, it's a lot different. I've actually kept the same malt bill, but what I've done is I've decided to learn about what hops taste like. So in this one here, I've used Riwaka. And so Riwaka hops, I've used 100 grams, and I only use about 50 grams. So what I've done is I've just spaced them out, a little bit of bittering, and I've used them at the back end to see what they taste like. So cheers, let's have a wee taste. I've only just kegged this, so you know. Oh yeah, that is good. That is really good. What have I been doing? What have I been denying myself these hops? The Riwaka 100 grams in a 19 litre batch. Well, it's a 22 litre batch because, bit of give and take when you go through your process. You know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. It's fabulous. That is really fabulous. Once it carbs up and gets about a week on it, max outside. Oh, that's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So I'm brewing tomorrow, and I'm doing my overnight mash. So what happened with my overnight mash last time was the fact that what happened was I got 8 points higher, as I think I said, and I actually ended up, well, my final gravity was 3 points lower. So instead of having a beer that was 4.2, I've ended up with a beer that's 5.6. It's this one. And that's too strong for me. I don't want to make those beers that strong. I like to have my beers to be 4, 4.5, maybe 5. The old Finn that I've got in there, that's 6.2, but that's a one-off each year. I don't want to be putting beers into my body that are knocking me around. You know what I mean? And you can make beautiful beers at 4.5% that are absolutely fantastic. You don't have to go for the big. I'm preaching. I'm sorry. Right. So I've just mashed in. I'm doing an overnight mash. So, but the difference this time is going to be after an 80-minute mash, is what I normally do. I'm going to mash out after 80 minutes. So in about 60 minutes time, I'm going to lift the lid, going to put the boiling water in, mash out, bring it up to about 70 degrees, pack it in for the night again. I'll come out tomorrow morning and I'll see what it's like. And the reason is that I'm hoping that it will stop the conversion to fermentable sugars, because I want to retain the body in my beer, and I also want to keep the alcohol volume down. And I know a lot of you guys go, what are you doing, Finn? Jesus. Well, I've had plenty of beer in my life. I'm quite happy to have 4.5 beers, maybe 5, percent. And I can go and make the odd 6 or 7. I tried a beer today at your shout in Linwood here, and I tell you what, 9.5%. It was a stout, and it was absolutely beautiful. But you'd only drink one of them, wouldn't you? Christ. But it was a beautiful beer. It really was. So well done, Jared, at your shout, Linwood and Christchurch. So that's what I'm doing. And now I've got my yeast starter. I've just done that as I normally do. Probably only had about, normally I put 100 grams into 1 litre of, 100 grams of dry malt extract into a litre. But I was running short, so probably only about 60 grams. And I pitched the yeast, and I've given it plenty of aeration, a bit of yeast nutrient, and I'm sure it will be fine. It will be fine. Yeast that they make these days, or that they propagate these days, they're solid. They are really solid. I think back in the day, well, I'm only guessing, but I think back in the day there was a lot of critical things. But these days the yeast strains are, when you buy a Cooper's kit and you've got the sachet from the Cooper's kit, they are solid. They will make you beer, and it's very hard to cock them up. Although, well, I have done. So that's it. That's the yeast starter. I'll put that in the fermenting fridge. I have to set it at 19 degrees. So tomorrow that'll be fine. everything's going really well here. I'm looking forward to using my new pH meter, and this is going to be great. It's going to be great, and I'm still going to do a video about that. I'm just trying to catch up on a few things. My hops have started to sprout, and I've pruned them back. All the bull shoots, I've pruned them back, and I've set all my strings up. I'm still having the fishing rod up, and I've got 4 ropes coming down off each one, and a little bit different than last year. I'll show a video about that. So much to do, such little time. But anyway, it's all good. And this Riwaka hop in my, oh my God, that is outstanding. Excuse me while I sip away. As I say, I've only just carved that. No, I haven't. I've only just put it in the keg, and you know, can I say? Oh, and tomorrow for my brew day. So that's Riwaka. So I said what I'm doing is I'm trying to learn about hops. So normally I'd use sort of English standard, and that's what I've been using for a lot of my beers. As you know, my dark ale and my pale ale, I'm just using Fuggles or East Kent Goldings or something like that, the English styles, and just a little bit, and just trying to sort of really suss out the malts. And I'm really happy with the malts that I'm using with my beers, and I'll go over that again probably next time, but they are in my other videos. But tomorrow's one, what I'll be doing is a Moutere. It's a Moutere hop. I'm sorry, I haven't looked up what Moutere means. It's a Maori word. It's from Nelson Way. It's up the top of the South Island. I live in the middle of the South Island, and Moutere is by where Motueka and Nelson, all those places are. They grow a lot of hops around there. I can grow a lot of hops here in Christchurch too, I have to say. Fuggles and Cascade. We'll see how they go. They're going to go great this year. So I've got the Moutere hops there, and I'm going to use see the alpha acid on these is very high, 16.1. But they're a similar sort of passion fruit, tropical fruit flavour as Riwaka, but Riwaka are lower on the alpha acids. So I'm going to have to get on the old computer and try and work out how I'm going to try and keep the bittering down a bit on it, because I want to know what it tastes like. So I want to use the whole lot. I'm not just going to, well, I may not use the whole lot, but I don't want to. I want to, for the next 4 or 5 months, what I want to do is I want to do the same recipe malt wise and yeast wise, which is USO5. And I want to try different hops. So last week was a Riwaka. Well, a couple of weeks ago was Riwaka. This one is Moutere, and then I'm going to go through probably half a dozen different hops, and then I'm going to start trying to put them together in some sort of mishmash thing to see how that improves it. You know, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 different hops in a brew to try and make a really nice, a really nice sort of, I guess, trendy IPA. I might even throw a bit of oats in there to make it hazy. Can't see it. Can't see it. Never mind. That's what it is. So I think that's all I've got to say. Oh, you hear that? Max and Rua having a bit of a lover's tiff. Anyway, cheers guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and all that drama, because I'm enjoying my channel and I'm enjoying talking to other people, and I always, I always love people making comments, and it's awesome. So cheers. Brew on. Take care.